have the CTV Morning Live Show. Gonna be on the news doing a little bit of an interview, plus making 2 recipes promoting my Raw Foods, the Raw Advantage app. Here we go, you'll see more inside. We're in the waiting room. Allie's gonna be the camera woman for the behind the scenes footage. How you doing, Allie?
Good.
Thanks for helping me out. It's early morning, we're here. It's still dark outside. Corner gas. It's a CTV show. They have pictures of Emmys up here.
Chris. 30.
Let's go.
Run the heck out of it. Show you that.
There we go.
I'm gonna put the guest on like 6.
And new rules for a new year. The province relaxes the rules on stripping in Saskatchewan. Now in a few minutes we will help you eat healthier and rawer. We're going to have a bit of a demonstration on that, and we will also have your answers to our question of the day. But first, Mike Siona, good morning and good new year, sir.
Good morning and a happy new year to you as well.
Thank you.
There you can see behind me, quite chilly out there.
Over the past year, the province made 77 changes to liquor laws. The last and most risque took effect yesterday. As of now, some licensed establishments will be allowed to hold wet clothing contests and strip shows. While the province had...
I don't know how you put it, elite company, I guess.
Oh, just like
So you don't
we'll
have
just
to,
chat.
no beaming.
No.
That's video out here, but if you guys want to check out good life, go online, check out the classes, and come in and talk to some of the trainers. They're great. Thank you guys so much for having us out this morning.
Stand by.
All right, there's Steph. Well, we're gonna take a break from the fitness and move over to the food now. So joining me in studio is raw food chef Chris Kendall. We're gonna make a meal just using only raw ingredients. We'll get to that in just a minute. But Chris, I just wanted to talk to you about this for a minute because a lot of people, when they imagine doing raw food, I think they just imagine that they're not really eating a meal. They're just eating a vegetable here, a vegetable there. But it's totally different, right?
Oh, for sure. This diet, this lifestyle is about abundance. When people are eating raw food, like you said, usually it's a side dish, it's a small portion of their meal. But when you have to get all your calories from this stuff, you gotta eat a lot. So I eat as much as I possibly want.
Awesome. So I love the idea of eating a lot.
Yeah, me too.
So when we're talking about raw food, are you easing into it? Are you doing 1 or 2 things on your plate raw and then going hardcore, or are you starting out?
You know, some people like to tear off that Band-Aid quick, and some people like to take it off slow. So it's a personal preference thing. Myself, I dove right in. A lot of people I know do that too. So it's really just moving at your own pace. You can add more, or you can jump right into a full raw food diet. All works great.
And I'm going to have a look at some of the ingredients here, Chris. I think we've lost your microphone a little bit, so I might let you fix that while I'm looking here. The first thing we've got is some lovely fruit salad here. This looks like it would be a delicious breakfast, kind of even on its own. Pineapples, watermelon, blueberries, that sort of thing. You've done the beautiful little bread bowl out of a watermelon here. I call it a bread bowl, but obviously that's not what it is. A little less carbs in the watermelon. Yep. Now that's kind of the breakfast area of the table that we've got. Now later we're going to be mixing up like the full meal here with, it's sort of like a pasta alternative that you've got going here, but it's out of what?
Zucchini. So we have an awesome zucchini pasta, and we have a pesto sauce that I'm going to be making for us as well, all from fresh raw ingredients.
Okay, so why don't we get started on the first thing that you want to prepare for us? Which one are we doing?
Well, we're going to do this, and you know what, this is actually going to be the first course of dinner, because whenever I eat, I make sure that I have a bunch of fruit first to get my calories in, and then I go into a vegetable meal. So you're right, this is like a nice little fruit salad, and I made a little twist on it. I call it a fruit soup. I just blended a little bit of pineapple and watermelon, and pour it right over top. And kids love this. It's a little bit more fun, and gets you to chew it really well, because even if you have it blended, it's really good for your health to chew your food.
Okay.
Gandhi said, you know, drink your food and chew your drink, and it's a really good measure. So.
And we're all on the go so much these days that we're maybe not chewing as much as we need to. It's just about like cramming it in your face while you're behind the wheel or behind the desk.
Exactly, or in front of a TV or anything, right? You know,
it smells delicious.
Being mindful while you eat is a really great thing.
Fabulous.
So this is how it starts, maybe even a little bit more, and it's really simple and delicious. A million combinations.
Now, when we talk about the kind of health benefits that you're feeling from this, what kind of things did you see when you first went raw?
Well, immediately I just felt more energy, you know, more vitality. I felt like jumping out of bed instead of laying in there for another 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm an athlete. I've been skateboarding for 27 years, and I felt more like I was 15 again. I'm 49 right now. I'm 33 right now, but I feel a whole heck of a lot younger. So endurance-wise, recovery-wise, all those things definitely just perked right up.
Still with the athleticism, you still going hard on the skateboard?
As much as I can. You know, you do a certain amount of damage to joints and stuff like that. It slows you down a little bit, but otherwise, I feel really youthful and enjoy doing a lot of different activities because skateboarding can be pretty tough on the body.
That is, well, we will find out something that's not tough on the body. We'll get to this pasta pesto situation in just a few minutes here on CTV Morning Live. Sorry, your microphone was just, did we even have on?
I think we did.
I'm so confused.
That was my fault, yeah.
No worries, no worries. They fall down, right?
It's all good. I tried to project a little bit.
Yeah.
Flurry activity already started through the battle. It's heading towards Saskatoon right now, and then onward as this system, as I've said, pushes through from Alberta. We'll take a peek at wind chill conditions.
You know, like I tried a little bit last summer. I was kind of trying to be raw and do all this stuff, and then I just sort of, like, I'm still eating well, but not as well.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of garbage on the break.
Well, that's what the holidays generally are for, right?
So you got
a little bit.
The Vitamix, the hardcore machine.
I'm a Vitamix affiliate, so I might just start going Vitamix. Oh no, I'll stay away from that.
Yeah, everybody loves those.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're definitely awesome. I got this cool noodle device that I can do a little bit of a noodle demo with as well.
Is that where the zucchini came from? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, so you got half a zucchini in there. Okay.
Yeah, so I can make the noodles. Yeah, you know, really the way to make this diet the easiest is just pick the fruits you love and eat as much as you want. Vegetables as much as you want. The way I look at it, I've been studying nutrition for 15 years, and it became a lot easier when I stopped looking at it as nutrition and just the foods I like.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Like I usually eat, like, say, a blender full of bananas for lunch and like maybe double this almost for dinner.
Yeah.
You can eat as much as you want.
Do you care about the organic? Does it have to be organic, or do you just get your vegetables where you get your vegetables?
For organic, but, you know, Saskatoon, you can't get everything organic, so I choose flavor and variety sometimes over organic. But
for another bitterly cold weekend.
We're back now talking about raw cooking with Chef Chris Kendall here. And before the break, you showed me how to make this fruit soup situation. It's still smelling up the place. It smells delicious and watermelony in here. But this next dish we're going to make is more of a dinner kind of thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of people have heard of the kind of spaghetti squash, but this is a different pasta alternative, eh?
Yeah, it's just a summer squash, which is a little bit easier to digest, and you don't have to cook it for the carbohydrates to be easily digested.
Yeah.
So all we got to do here is we just have zucchini. Right here for the dish, I have about a pound
Just two
of
zucchinis?
Yeah, just two regular-sized zucchinis. Something I love about this is when I used to eat cooked pasta, you know, I'd have a plate and I'd feel full for a long time, whereas this I can eat 2 or 3 bowls and I feel light and really great.
Yeah.
So this is really easy. This is a really neat device called the Joyce Chen Spiralizer.
Okay.
And you just put that in there. You automatically
Easy
get
peasy.
angel hair pasta. So that's really easy. Otherwise, you can use kind of like a hand shredder called a julienne peeler. You can find those anywhere as well. This guy you can get on my website, therawadvantage.com, and it makes this beautiful stuff here.
Oh, gorgeous. And so the rawadvantage.com and the journey that kind of sparked that off, that's a long journey. We're talking like 15 years here.
Yeah, for sure. I've been on a health journey for about 15 years and went vegetarian, started looking at holistic health, and then I went into veganism, and about 10 years ago I went into raw food. So I've been doing an all-raw diet for about 10 years. Fruit is my staple. Lots of fruit vegetables like zucchinis and tomatoes and cucumbers, and loads of greens. I love greens for their alkalinity and their high mineral base.
So you're going to have 3 different kinds of greens going into your sauce here.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, when they think about raw, like we said before, they're not necessarily thinking about having the opportunity to create cuisine, because you think your raw food just kind of comes as it is. But you're cooking here. You're just not.
Well, I'm making.
Cooking
I'm not
heat.
cooking. I'm preparing.
Okay.
But
preparing.
I love to make stuff. I've been interested in chefing for a really long time, and you can do it as simple as you want. I've had times where for months I didn't make a recipe.
Okay.
But other times it's fun to get together with this, and you know, you can make lasagnas or pad thais or soups or anything you can imagine, burgers, stuff like that.
So let's get this sauce together then.
All right. So we have 4 Roma tomatoes, some chopped and some diced. We'll put that in here. And we got some sun-dried tomatoes here, a half a cup. All the recipes are in my free Raw Advantage app for iPhone.
Sun-dried is still raw because the sun kind of didn't cook it?
Yeah, it's just at a low temperature. Typically for raw food, it's below 114, or I've heard the highest 118, but you want to keep it pretty low. So let's give this a quick pulse.
Yeah.
Won't take long. The Vitamix is a beautiful blender. Both, there we go. Both the Vitamix and this is available on my website as well, which is kind of cool. Fun tools that can make it a lot easier in the kitchen.
Yeah, lots of people are fans of the Vitamix.
So we'll add some of these. This is a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. In my book here, 101 Frickin' Awesome Recipes, I actually used hemp seeds, but you can mix it up. Being in the kitchen is about having fun. And we have here a big handful of spinach. Big handful of arugula.
Arugula's your next green.
Nice and spicy. And a big handful of basil, because what's pesto without basil?
Exactly. That really makes the dish and gives it that flavor that people are used to, right?
Exactly. Or pine nuts, too. You know, pine nuts, I think pine nuts and garlic, but I don't put garlic in here. Instead, I use that arugula for a little bit of a spice.
So we're running out of time here, so just talk us through what we would do real quick.
All we do is blend this real quick. It'll take a second if we want to check it.
Sure, you can.
Let's take a quick second.
Oh, okay. It smells delicious.
There we go.
And just, is it that easy?
It's that easy. I mean, generally, I'd have it a little more blended.
Yeah.
But we just give her a little
But when I'm pressuring you for time.
But look at that. It looks beautiful.
Gorgeous. It smells beautiful, too. It definitely is something I'd like to eat.
You can dump some of that on top. You know, usually I'm better with presentation, but
awesome. No worries, no worries.
Sometimes that's what you got, right?
And that is beautiful presentation anyway. Frickin' awesome. Great. Thank you so much for coming in today, Chris.
My pleasure, Heather. Thank you.
CTV food. Raw food in the mainstream here. Ooh, well check out these 2 popular informative videos as well as sign up below for 3 free ebooks. Simple click, yeah. Excited to announce my new iPhone app free with 101 Frickin' Awesome Recipes, Terry retreat treats, food combining charts, shopping carts, and more.